Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll be going through a tutorial on how to avoid dot cases. This method is better known as partial edge control, but before we move on, support by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss any of these videos. So guys, in this video, we'll be learning how to avoid dot cases. This can be done with how you insert the last F12 pair differently, which will influence the OLL case you get. So first thing, I'll explain why we need to use the partial edge control. So the main reason is for the OLL dot cases where no edges are oriented, are usually slower and harder to execute on average. So you can easily influence the edges when you insert the last F12 pair. And also, if you're still in the 2-loop OLL phase, then partial edge control will be very useful. First thing when you get to the last F12 pair is you can easily recognize whether you'll get a dot case or not is when you have all the other 3 edges not oriented like this case here. So if you insert the piece like usual using the U, R, U prime, R prime move, then the edge will remain not oriented. But instead, you could do a sledgehammer by doing a R prime, F, R, F prime, and you'll get a different OLL case where that actually changes the orientation of the edges. So by doing this move, how this move works is it orients this edge here and this edge here. So this edge here goes here and this edge comes here. We have another case here where we have 0 last layer edge oriented. So instead of doing a regular move, we can do a sledgehammer and it orients 2 of the OLL edges and we have ourselves a new easy OLL case. Next, doing a sledgehammer usually won't help you get an easy OLL case. For example, this case here, where you have these edges oriented in this vertical section here. For this, doing a sledgehammer will not do any changes but will get you a dot case. However, if you do a regular insertion like this, then it will give you a different OLL case and it's easier to solve. Next, apart from dot case where we want to use this is when we have these 2 edges at the back oriented and these 2 misoriented. So it's the same thing, you would do the sledgehammer, R prime F, R F prime. We will get an OLL case with all the edges oriented. And finally, I'll give you a very important tip on how to identify when to use the regular move and when to use the sledgehammer or R prime F, R, F prime. So, if you have 1 or 3 edges oriented, then you would use the regular move. For example, we have these 3 edges oriented. So by doing a regular move, you'll orient all the edges. And here's another example, we have this 1 edge oriented here, so we have to do a regular move and you'll orient another edge. But if you get a dot case where all the edges are not oriented, then you would do a sledgehammer, R prime, F, R, F prime, and this will orient another edge. If you have 2 edges oriented like this, then you would do a sledgehammer again and you'll orient all the edges. So you have to understand that if you get 0 or 2, then you'll be doing sledgehammer, and if you get 1 or 3 edges oriented, then you would do a regular move. As simple as that. So we'll end this video by doing a couple of example solve. So here we have this last F12 pair here, so we have 3 edges oriented and 1 misoriented. So this time it's on my left, so we'll be simply doing the regular insertion. There you go, you have oriented all your edges. So we have another case here, we have only 1 edge oriented, so for this we'll be doing the regular insertion. And there you go, you have oriented another edge piece here and simply can do the OLL case. So that's all guys from me. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. So thank you guys, peace.